Hello from Mexico and welcome back to our channel. So today I'm here at the house site to give you guys two different updates. Well, three different updates actually. I recorded a little bit yesterday, so I'm going to include that in this vlog, but we did get our flooring materials all delivered yesterday, which is fantastic. Fidel is starting with the kitchen counters today, and I'm also going to show you where the guys are at on the stucco or the wall finishes. So I have a lot to show you guys in this house update, but as always, if you like what you're watching, don't forget to hit the thumbs up button. Don't forget to subscribe. You can turn on the bell for notifications so you never miss a video. But let me show you what's going on here at our home build in Mexico. Let's go. The material is officially here. Disculpe. No, está bien, está bien. So our material is officially here. This is the truck that it came on. It comes on a truck that can move the freight as well. And then the guys are going to offload it. And then we purchased this through Interceramic. I'm sorry. I pronounced that wrong in the last video too. Interceramic. So we have 72 hours to check all of our material and just make sure that there's no issues or damage. And then these guys can get it installed. But here it is, guys. You can already see my floor. Also that big box on top, that's my bathtub. Pretty excited about that. And shout out to Interceramic also, because they included some gifts in this. And I guess it's pretty common for them. So I know they gifted us some materials for the floor and like the, it's called the bocadilla here, but I can't remember what it translates into English. But so they gifted us that. They also gifted us a toilet and a sink, and we're going to be using that for the upstairs bathroom. So he's just adjusting so they can lift the stuff off the truck onto the ground, and then our guys are going to move it into a room in the house. Okay, these guys are gonna move the bathtub off by hand because it's light enough to do so. So they're gonna take the bathtub down, which is the piece I think Fidel is the most worried about because he doesn't want it to get any dents or anything crazy. Hi, buddy. Are you watching the piso get delivered? How cool is that? How cool is that? Damon, is that the floor? Wow! All right, guys, this is the last pallet to come off, and then just the toilet. A ver. Just so we're clear, they did not make Gustavo do this all by himself. But right now what they're doing is they're unloading these pallets. They are taking this off first, and then when they unload this, they're going to be checking all the corners of each box to make sure that there's no damage to any of the tile. And we already did a revision on the bathtub, so the bathtub is good. We were looking for dents in the fiberglass of the bathtub and that in the material, but the bathtub came perfectly, like it's perfect. The sink, so this is one of the things that they included as a gift. So this is a sink, and then the toilet, we checked both of those as well, and there's no damage to them. And they also included, what is it called? They included something else. Let me walk over here and see if I can find it. It's like an adhesive as a gift as well. They included some adhesive as a gift as well. And then they gave us, this is the only thing that we saw that's not super great, but Fidel said it's fine. Like he can get to the stuff inside, so he doesn't care. But they gave us cleaner for the floor as well, a daily cleaner, a cleaner as soon as they've installed it, you know, all that stuff. But they did include a bunch of gifts with this, and that just, I'm assuming because of the purchase. So shout out to them for that, because I thought that was really cool. But yeah, flooring. Oh, so excited. So excited. Hopefully these guys can get this all unloaded today and do the revision on it so that we can confirm with Interceramic that everything came perfectly. Also, with this floor, the center of them, so each center has a different design of Talavera. I think it's like 12 different designs, if I remember correctly. So they're all like in the same kind of color and that, but they're all different designs, if you can see this right here. So that's part of this flooring, which actually was one of my favorite parts of it, because we'll have a little bit of a variety in those centerpieces. So this is the floor that will go all throughout the house except for the bathrooms. And then this floor right here will be the bathroom floor. And it's same as the other one. It has about, I think, 12 different designs in the center of it. So yeah. Now you guys know what our floor looks like. I cannot wait to get this installed. Also, let me give you guys a quick look at my bathtub. Really excited about it. It was something that I splurged on a little bit for this house because it was one thing I wanted at least one of in our home. So yeah, new bathtub. Mira mi tina, Lupe. Pretty excited about this.
Sí, está bien.
Now Lupe's trying it out too. Está grande, ¿no? ¿Ustedes quieren probar? Ay, ya, cuidado. Espérate. ¿Ya? ¿Qué crees? Está grande, ¿no? Tu pies arriba. Okay, they're bringing all of these in off the pallets, but as they're bringing them in, they're checking inside each box to make sure that we don't have any broken pieces or anything like that. And then if we do have broken pieces, we have, again, 72 hours to notify Interceramic so that they can change it out and give us new ones if we encounter anything that's broken. And then Gia is also here, our architect, and she is just revising all of the shipment too. Okay, so as you saw, all of our materials have been delivered for the flooring. It's been checked by the guys, all of that. So we're good to go on that. But today, Fidel is starting the kitchen counters. There were a lot of questions about the kitchen counters, and I'm hoping that if I can't answer them, that they'll be answered as you guys watch Fidel and Pancho build these counters. But let me show you what Fidel is doing today in order to get the counters started.
Un color que lleva la cocina, entonces, pero ya vamos a empezar a trabajar en la cocina ahorita. Tengo que empezar a limpiar todo lo que voy a ocupar.
Fidel, todos se preguntan por qué trabajo en sus botas.
No sé.
Dice que una señora es, dime, yo necesito voy a comprar tus zapatos para trabajo.
No, yo tengo muchos zapatos.
He has them.
Tengo muchos zapatos ahí en la casa.
Él tiene.
No sé por qué esa bota me la compré y me sentí muy cómodo con esas botas, por eso me gustan. No me las quiero y me siento cómodo.
Fidel very much dresses for work out of comfort and however he's comfortable, and there's no rhyme or reason to it, guys. Es como tú es más cómodo y ya. Fidel literally doesn't care. Entonces, Fidel, ¿qué haces ahora con madera?
Tengo que hacer la base, porque lleva una base aquí de 4 pulgadas, para que no quede abajo sentado el cajón, entonces son 8 centímetros, que tienen 4 pulgadas. Y yo que te voy a hacer la base, voy a armar toda esa base, y de ahí ya siento que voy a sentar mis paredes, que son las que tengo marcadas, pero primero tengo que armar todo lo que es la madera para poner una base que tengo que armar.
Okay.
Chicos, voy a hacer todo lo que es madera ya, para mí va a ver la diferencia del trabajo. No tengo clavos,
Okay, I wanted to give you guys a look at the stucco on the outside of the house. So they have finished these portions of the back part of the house since our last update. I'm trying to get to the side. Also, look how big these broccoli plants are. We're so proud of Fidel. And the lettuce and the tomatoes. Look, he's getting little tomatoes. Tomatillos, sorry. But as you can see, so this is where they were. Now they finished all of this part, and right now they're on this last portion of the house over here on this side, so I'll show you that. But moving along, slowly but surely. Okay, here's where they're working now, which is this part of the wall. Right now they're working on this half, and then this half over here is the last part of it. And then we'll have a finish all the way around the house. The final finish of the wall, it will require one more pass over, which is like the aesthetic finish of it. That won't happen right away, but they're putting this one up and getting these passes on because these passes help so that moisture doesn't go from the outside, like when it rains and that, for example, doesn't go from the outside to the inside walls and wreak havoc on the finish on the inside. So that's why these guys are going around and doing this. But then I'll of course update you guys when we get ready to do the final aesthetic finish on the outside of the house.
Hey, por ahora me salam, yo voy a ver. Aram salam. Candice Maria.
It's Candice Marie. They got that wrong in the interview, guys. My middle name is Marie, not Maria. ¿A dónde? ¿En qué marca?
La...
Este. Okay. Ahí está. Maybe ellos creo que mi segundo nombre es María porque tú siempre dices María, pero es Marie.
Candice Marie. Es tu esposo ya sientes. Esto va a quedar. Es una mesa de cemento que tengo que hacer. Y esta es una parte donde va a quedar para que cuando lavan los trastes, cosas como eso, no pegue el pie. Entonces, una pequeña ranura de 2/5 octavos. Y esto es lo que voy a armar todo esto para colar. Luego ya empiezo con mis muros y ya. A ver si de aquí al sábado yo tengo algo aventajado. Vamos a ver cuánto puedo hacer de aquí al sábado. No, yo es que te voy a poner un palo para soportar mi pared, soportar mi madera. Que tengo un clavo de concreto.
He always walks away while I'm filming. Tú siempre se fue cuando ibas grabar. It's because Fidel, the only thing Fidel is doing is working. What I'm recording or trying to show you guys is just like second to whatever he's doing because he's busy. Just kidding. Always looking for concrete nails. Let's go check in with Pancho. Oh, here's Pancho. Buenas tardes.
Buenas tardes. Sí, juegan, echan deporte.
Also today, I delayed our workers a little bit because we have an elderly woman that lives in town and she has had these two dogs for as long as I can remember. And when I was driving down to the house site, unfortunately, one of the dogs had been hit and was on the side of the road. And so Lupe and I went over to her house to let her know. And she's so sweet, but I knew that she couldn't go and get the dog, right? She couldn't go and get her dog, but she's had them forever. And they're usually in a pair of two. And so it was just one of the dogs. Anyway, so I came back and I sent two workers to get the dog and to bury it on her property for her. So I delayed them a little bit today, but if it were my dog, I would want somebody to let me know. And I knew she couldn't go and bury it, and I knew that she'd had him forever. So I did delay the workers a little bit today, but for a very good reason. At least I think it was a good reason. So, all right, let's go back and check with Fidel. Entonces, ¿tú es llenar esta con cemento cuando tú tienes tu forma?
Sí. Es que cuando camina uno abajo, esta parte es para cuando tú metes el pie abajo, entonces te la van a cruzar por la chiquita, entonces esto es para efecto, para que no pegue.
Bueno, también son mis ollas y todo es no en el piso.
También con un trapeo, como es roseta, para cuando trapeen,
Ajá.
tengan el espacio para trapear.
See. And while the base of it will be built with the bricks and the supporting walls of it will be built with the bricks, not everything is out of the bricks. I think there were a couple people that were confused about it because they were thinking that all of it, so like the walls and everything would be out of these bricks, and that would leave me with basically no, they wouldn't be very deep cabinets. They're standard cabinets. They're standard cabinets, but the bricks are used in the supporting wall and like the platform part of it. And then there's other things that go into it, including concrete and forms. So not all of it is built out of these bricks. So it's not very thick in most of the places except for where it needs support. I hope that makes sense, but if it doesn't make sense, just stay tuned because as they build it, you'll see what I mean. Also, Fidel did hire 2 girls from town to come out and weed through his like tomatillos and that because we're not superhuman and we can't do it all. Sometimes we have to bring in other people.
No tengo tiempo de trabajar las tardes, ya luego salimos a las 4 y demás me da tiempo de hacer 10 trucos por día en las tardes.
Sí.
Una ventaja.
No te preocupes, yo les voy a explicar por qué ellos se atrás en mi video. Tu chaklan? I'm really just here to hold the chalk line. A ver. En esta marca.
Sí, bueno,
¿De cuál? Porque son 3.
la azul.
Todos son azul, Fidel. Acá. There's other blue marks. Yeah. What's happening over here? Disaster. Mira, todavía es una razón por pregunta por qué ustedes trabajan en estas botas.
No me vi porque se van los estados. No me vi porque me pongo nervioso por eso.
Y no sabes cómo pagarlo. Pegar una cabo. Muy gay. Nail guns make me so nervous. I like them. Least favorite item at a construction site are nail guns. Let's do a quick check-in with Bonnie. Bon. Good afternoon. Want to come say hi? What are you doing over there? Look at the baby horse. What's he doing? Just hanging out. Hey, do you want to say hi to YouTube? Say hello, YouTube. Hello, YouTube. Oh, hi, baby horse. Hi, baby horse. Okay, but don't kick and get mad at him while I'm right here, okay? No eating my shirt. Thank you. Okay, here's where we're at, guys. So Fidel's still working on just making sure that this form is exactly where it needs to be so that tomorrow he can pour the platform for the cabinets. and the counters. So I, unfortunately, have to go home. This is where I'm going to leave you guys. Oh, hey, look, I don't look as tired at the end of this vlog. It's probably because I'm not at the very end of the evening. But we're back home now, obviously. And yeah, a lot of stuff in this house update. So the flooring is here. It's been delivered. We have it, which is an incredible feeling. We are currently working towards a goal of having our windows and doors and railing on the stairs and balconies by the 1st of November. That's my new goal. So we've got Poncho working on some finishes surrounding the windows so that we can get those put in. And that Ruben and his company, you guys have seen them before, the company that's doing our windows. They are absolutely incredible. We've been working with them for a long time, and I'm happy to report that we're going to be bringing them back for the railing. So they're also going to be doing our railing, which is great. I'm glad that that's finally settled and kind of in place, and we're working towards that. And the kitchen counters, like I don't even know what to say. I can't believe that like the kitchen counters have started. So yeah, just all crazy because it feels like this has been a long process. For those of you who have been following the whole thing, in that, you know, this has been a long process. And now it feels like we're in kind of this stage now where we're working on finishes, and it feels so fast right now to me. It may not feel fast to you guys, but it feels very fast to me. But all good feeling, good, you know, it's a good fast. So, but yeah, that's going to conclude the house update. I will, obviously you guys will see the progress of the kitchen counters and the finishes on the wall. And then, we have Ruben and his company coming out on Friday so that they can do final measurements for the garage door, because we're ready for the garage doors. And they're going to be doing, some measurements on the second floor for the windows and things like that. So, man, just a lot happening, a lot coming up as far as the home build goes. And then Dominic starts, you know, first grade next week. So just a lot of stuff. So anyway, I hope that you guys enjoyed this vlog. I hope that you enjoyed this house update. As always, thank you so much for being here. We really, really appreciate it. And we'll see you guys in the next vlog. Bye, guys.